I was originally going to use those finishing nails like the one you see there. And if you remember, it had a kind of a sloppy fit, and I was saying I didn't mind if it was a little bit sloppy, but I think that was too sloppy. So I'm going to move up a little bit here, and I'm going to use this 3.5-inch spike, and the diameter of it is just a little over 1/8 of an inch. So the drill bit you see there is 1/8. It'll give a nice snug fit, and yet I don't think it's going to crack the wood when I press it in. Now, I often waste more time making up a jig than the jig saves me time, but it's kind of fun. So I've got to make up a jig that will allow me to cut the pins that are going to go through, or in other words the spikes, all the same length. And in the past when I've done something like this, I've just sort of marked each one, and I've tried to get it just right in the bolt cutter here, and half the time it works and half the time it doesn't. So this time I thought, hey, I'm going to go all out here. So what I did was I calculated where I have to cut. Let's see if I find the one that I marked. Yeah, this one here. You see I've got a little mark on it right here. And what I need to do then is to have it so that it locks in place at that point, or that distance rather, on each one. So what I've done is I've taken a block of wood, drilled a hole in it. It's just the right distance here to give, so it'll snip off in the right place, more or less. Then, if I open it up and shove it in as far as it'll go so it's flush, okay. Now I haven't tried this yet, so you're going to be watching it with me at the same time. I'm going to stick a magnet on the end here. By the way, I use this for picking stuff up off the floor, but it doesn't work for wood. Saves having to bend over. Anyway, this should work. Okay, here we go. Okay, now after I've taken each one of these and ground the sharp little burr off, well, you can see how it's supposed to go. Trouble is with this magnet, everything sticks to it, including iron filings that might be on the floor from any metal drilling I've been doing. Otherwise it's very, very handy. And I think it was only about $1.98. And the last one. Now, because these are going to get a little bit hot on the end, another jig. Well, once again, I haven't tried it yet, so I'm not sure how this is going to work. Now, I know I don't have my safety glasses on, but I'm not in line with this wheel either, so we'll see what happens here. You get the idea. Now I'm just holding my finger on the shaft here to produce a little bit of drag. One of the viewers was asking about balancing, and would I be balancing these two wheels? Most definitely. I'll probably use a combination of lightning holes on the side that's not going to be seen, and then when it comes down to the fine balancing, I'll probably use little tiny tacks or something and try and insert them in a place where they won't be seen. But these two wheels will be balanced. I think it's going to work out okay. This needs to be aligned just a little bit better yet. Now you can see how it wants to, find its own center of gravity, so to speak, there. I'm not doing that, it's just going by itself. This wheel is so lopsided, it's driving everything. You can see it swinging back and forth almost like a pendulum. Anyway, we're another step closer.